and that means log in.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Nice to see you, Sam.
Likewise. I had a cold, but the moment I realized that I'm doing a training today, it just all went away.
Magically disappeared, right?
Yes, I'm already feeling like 100% better and ready to roll.
Good. Amazing.
You discovered the cure for the common cold. Bravo.
Yeah, that's right. Book a Zoom meeting and the cold magically goes away. All right, if I could ask everybody to mute themselves before we start. This way we reduce any background noise and our guest speakers can take over the platform and take us through what it is that they're here to show us. I will keep, so first of all, welcome everybody. I'm glad you guys could make time to join. We are recording this session, so we will make it available to you as well. But I have invited, well, let me back up. At our kickoff meeting in the fall, I briefly announced the launch of a new technology platform that we brought into the company and made available to you called roomvu. And what I was most excited about this is that it seems to meet the needs about 80% of us. Those of us who know we have to be on social media, but maybe really don't want to have to sit there and create our own TikToks and get really diving in deep into content, but know that they want to have a presence online and be able to show their clients when they that they are they are here, they exist, and so that's what roomvu. What I was most excited about when I learned about roomvu is the ease and accessibility of it being able to create a presence online for you with very minimal to little work on your end. And so without further ado, I will turn the meeting over to Sam and Michael from roomvu.
Thank you so much. So guys, my name is Sam Merbut. I'm the CEO here at roomvu, and today what we're going to do is walk over a few things that we do, and feel free to just raise your hand if you have questions, or just use the chat and ask those questions. Our platform is simple yet complicated, I admit that, and our goal is to cover as much as we can and help you kind of learn and go through with it. So the biggest pain that I realized when I was a realtor, and I'll give you the whole story. Let's go from this way. So I was a top producing.
Sam, I'm just going to interrupt. Somebody said that they can't hear you very well, and I'm not sure. Maybe just the more muffled sound. So I thought before you dive in, I want you to really get this message loud and clear for everybody.
Okay, awesome. Just give me 1 second. I can go with the full microphone mode, doing the full podcast style thing.
Okay, and others are saying they can hear you fine. So okay, good. Thanks for the feedback, guys.
All right, let's see if we can use this, and this should give us a better sound quality. So just give me 1 second. How about now? Is this okay? All right. So now we're going radio quality. I hope it's not too close. All right. Okay. So here's the story, guys. I was a top producing realtor here in Vancouver, and I was producing about 200 million a year. And I had my team and everything, and my biggest source of leads was social media. I made my first sales in 2012 using LinkedIn, and it always was so easy to me, but so hard for the other realtors to use what's happening in the market, to stay on top of social media and really use social media to get leads, nurture leads, and double their sales. So what we started to do initially was that we had these camera crews that would show up to your door. And let me show you an example of that. So the camera crews would show up to your door, and they would record you saying something about the market, just typical to what we're doing in most markets right now as realtors. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, so yeah, so we used to do this. So this is 2019, I would say. We would show up at your door, like in a neighborhood. We would record this beautiful video and post it. But guess what happened? Like a lot of realtors started canceling on us because they wanted to go with actual buyers and sellers at that time, or they wanted to focus on other things, or they weren't as friendly with the camera. So we were like, okay, we would, you know what, we would just make the content and sending it to you. They were like, okay, do that. So we did that. And then the moment we did that, we realized that agents are not even posting that. And I see that happening with a lot of brokerages now as well. There's a lot of content, but how do you actually post it consistently? That's another problem. Like, because the video doesn't play on your iPhone, like you don't know how to share it, all these things, right? And then there was another problem that we saw, and that the second problem was, or the third problem, was that we saw that agents are sharing the same content. And we're like, okay, boy, this is not good. So they have to distribute the content and make sure everyone is sending out something different. So long story short, we built an engine. That focuses on the biggest pain for digital adoption of realtors, and that is creating content that actually works and converts. So this content can be market updates, national stats, news about interest rates, listing content, you name it. We are there and we create it. And then we created this engine that reads over 60,000 real estate news and blog articles. It's insane the amount of news that we read every day. And our focus is to make beautiful content out of it. So we read and encapsulate all that hard facts into mini content, and then that content is branded to the agent. Then that content is used in 3 avenues, and I'm going to cover these 3 avenues today. And I hope I can explain as much as I can about these 3 avenues that you can use for your marketing. So you got 3 networks and 3 avenues that you have. The first one is your social media. This is your sphere of influence. This is the people that have followed you for a while. They know you from past works and anything else, the past clients, past jobs, everything that you've had. So these are the people that already know you and trust you. And these are the people that need to be reminded that you are in business of selling. So what we do here, and we call them sphere of influence. So your sphere of influence is the most important asset in any agent's network. In the first years of doing business, 87%, and there's a study out there by the National Association of Realtors, 87% of your leads and deals come from your sphere of influence. This is a big deal. So that's your first thing. Then you got digital campaigns and ads. The whole point about ads is basically that you're working on farming an area, and this is more like a digital farming. So don't mix this with social media. I see that realtors all the time mix this. They're not the same. So your social media is the people that follow you. The ads is for the people that do not follow you. And there's a layer of difference between the two. And then you get to the third part, which is database nurturing, and basically going over and kind of farming your database. So this is the people that already know you. Again, whoever that you have their emails, your leads, you start sending them content. So 3 layers and 3 ways to communicate with content. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few LinkedIn accounts, few accounts inside the dashboards and so on, to show you how this actually works. Because the reality is like, okay, this is cool, but how does it work? So the first thing I'm going to show you is, and I will show you a few Royal LePage agents, and I will also show you Richard Silva's account. So Richard Silva is the past president of Toronto Real Estate Board. He's been a great mentor to us, and he's been using roomvu for the past year or so. I'm going to show you his feed because that's essentially what we do for social media. So let's dive into to that. So today we posted this. So this is what he posted. So let me just go back here. Okay, so yesterday we posted this, housing starts in Canada in August. So these are all the stats that are coming out and everything that's coming out about the market. You can see because, and I will explain everything about our tiers and plans and everything else, but take a look at this video. Everything is customized to him. And every video that you guys get access to comes with a headshot like this, and it comes with the stats. So basically, it would walk you through everything that's about the market. And you can basically see the rest of the video. It has the branding and everything customized for the realtors. The next thing is this. This is another image that we created for him. You can see it's him and his partner, Jim. And the whole idea is that we've created this image. If you click on it, what happens if you click on it, you basically read a summary of the article, because no one wants to actually read through that gigantic PDF anymore. No one wants to get that gigantic chart and everything else. Everyone just needs headlines and summaries. And if they have more questions, they can simply click on this and say, how much is my home worth? And these are lead capturing tools that we give you. So you can basically capture all the leads. The next thing is like which homes I can afford. And you can kind of do that, right? And this kind of goes on and on. But before I go and continue this, like you can see all of these feeds being there, and we continue to post for him. And every 2 days, he gets an email from us that says, hey, Richard, we're posting this. Are you happy with it? Don't do anything. Are you not happy? Simply just come back and edit your content. But I want to talk about something really important here. So you look at this, you see like 1 like, okay? And I want to show you something that I posted yesterday. This is actually interesting because it's content about Toronto. So I posted this yesterday on my LinkedIn. You can see here, it has how many likes? 8, right? And you look at this, you're like, Sam is a sad person. He's not getting likes. I don't know why he's doing social media, right? Guess how many impressions it had? Just take a simple guess. Any guesses? All right, let's see it. 1,000 impressions. So this is what we are counting, guys. We are not counting likes. We're counting how many people saw that I'm in business today, right? And this is the key thing that we keep missing on social media. So I want to make sure that we are covering this, and we are always counting the actual people that saw your post, that interacted with your post, rather than just the likes, because obviously the likes are not as much. And this is a simple stat. I think this is the data from Trepp. It came out yesterday. Out of the 70,000 real estate agents, 53% only did 1 deal a year, and then 47% of them did not do a single deal. So this is something interesting. So that means there's a lot of agents that didn't do anything for the marketing, and obviously didn't get anything in terms of deal volume and so on. But anyway, so moving on, now let's go to a Royal LePage dashboard and show you what you guys get and what are the systems that you're getting. So with that, I'm going to open up one of you guys' account and kind of go from there. Okay, so let's open up Danny's dashboard here. Okay, so starting today, so just some early footnote, guys. You will be receiving an activation email shortly. It would contain the login detail to your roomvu dashboard, and courtesy of Michelle and her team and all her vision that she brought on board, we've made a lot of customizations for you guys, and it's ready to go. So as soon as you get the login instructions, you can simply log into your roomvu dashboard. This will be sent to you after we've had this demo. So this is your dashboard. This is what you see. This is Danny's dashboard here. And then here's all the stuff that you see here. Okay, this is all the content that you get from us. And so the first thing that you get is your basically videos here. So you have access to a lot of videos that we're sharing for you. This is like, it goes from renovation tips to top things to do for home selling to stuff about Toronto. So these are all the videos. So let's cover the videos first. So if I click on all these videos that you see here, okay, you have access to every sub-market. Okay, so it could go from Peterborough to Greater Toronto. Every market update is here. Okay, And what we would do for you is we would actually set up your market update and we would post it for you as soon as it gets published. So I think in about 2 days' time, the next market update in Toronto comes out. As soon as the board publishes it, you would have a video here. We are less than a day usually away from publications. So as soon as it comes out, we actually bring it in and you can share it away. And everything is branded through LePage. So you will get every content that you have in here branded with your brokerage content. Next, you get all these essentially contents in here. And the reason is that you get market updates, you get stuff about condo market, everything, right? You get videos that are good for TikTok and more like Reels type of things. And there's so many of them. And then you got more sub markets, you got tips for homeowners, and you got a whole brokerage branded market update as well. So this one is like the extra tier of branding on LePage. So if you wanted to use that, you'll be able to use it and kind of go from there. But the whole idea, guys, is that, well, there's all this content and we used to create just all this content, but we realized agents are not posting it. So for that reason, we created the content calendar. This is your content calendar. Every agent gets one of these. The whole idea is that all you have to do is just connect the social media here, any of these that you see here, guys, and then we start posting this for you. You don't need to lift a finger. We come up with the content. We make sure you guys are not posting the same content, and we would send it away for you. So all you have to do is just simply take a look here and see if the content is good. In most cases, no one actually does anything. They don't delete it or anything because they see that the content that we've picked out for them is super accurate and good. Everything is branded to your brokerage as well, so you don't need to worry about it. And this is how you would actually see all the content that is scheduled for you. So this is your content calendar. Remember, we just give you this. All you have to do is just plug in your social media. So click on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we cover that social media and you can post there. Now, I want to say a few things in here. And these are really important things that we need to cover. So the first thing is you have access to this amazing system and it posts content for you. On a level 1 starting package that you get from Michelle's team, basically you get to automate one social media and you get to automate only one post a week. This is the level 1. The next level up is about $24, and you already get discount for it, courtesy of Michelle's team. So you basically get another you can get this package for like $19 a month. And this is what we would actually post to all your social medias here. So we will basically post everything that you see here to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and so on, right? So this is the whole thing with it. And I will cover pricing, don't worry. I just want to make sure that I'm covering a lot of topics in here. So the first thing is you see this and you're like, well, this is great. I can just plug in my social media and go take some rest. No, you can't do that. I want you to think of social media as a whole meal, right? So we do cover 80% of the meal, but that garnishing of the meal is still you, right? You still have to do a lot of the work. And a lot of the work means just posting one post per week. So I urge you to take a look at some of these suggestions that we post here for you. The goal is to post as many content as you can about your favorite restaurant. If you're hitting the gym, posting something, there's always some suggestions here that would tell you what you should be doing that day. So think of it as this: we're covering everything market related. What you should be doing is covering personal details, because we as people connect with people, right? If you don't know who I am, there's no chance that you would actually trust me and work with me, right? So if you're hitting the gym, do that. If you're basically picking kids from a school, whatever it is, like a client testimonial, a happy picture with your clients, whatever it is, you gotta post that, right? So social media has evolved from just sold and just listed to these. But even with these, you still have to post one post a week that is about you and your business. So what I would say is we would post these for you while you focus on creating personal content, something that has you in it. And I will show you my social media as an example, because that's essentially like what we should be all kind of doing, right? So if you look at my social media, I still have roomvu connected. I still post a lot of content. This is like a September rate hike that's been posted for me. And this is me on platinum tier. I would explain what this is, but you can basically attach a personal image or personal video to your videos as well. It's pretty cool. But the whole idea is that you post these, but you also post stuff about like me running a Terry Fox run, because this creates personal connection with people. Or my real estate team just having dinner, or like whatever it is, you gotta post that. You can't just bypass everything and just think that one company does everything for you. No, the company does the most important thing, that is creating the content related to your market, and it covers everything from duties of a real estate agent, like what a realtor does, to what's happening in market, like Cottage County homes and everything else in here. But the whole idea is that you're going to create that personal brand. So now I want to cover a few topics about different social medias, because this is really important. So a lot of agents come to us and they're like, hey, Sam, I'm only connecting my Facebook business, and I don't think I want to connect anything else. Here's the problem with Facebook business, and I want to cover this and make sure that you understand it. So Facebook business is great for telling people that you do business, and they can basically go and look you up, but it doesn't bring you organic views. This is really, really important, guys. Organic views is what we're counting. Remember this when I showed you on my LinkedIn that I had 1,000 impressions, 1,000 people saw my post? Facebook business does not do that. So if you're connecting your Facebook business, at least share the stuff on your personal account. At least share it on different groups and so on. Then you can move on to Facebook personal. Facebook personal is really powerful. But again, just think of multiple social media platforms. Instagram, I would strongly urge everyone to get on Instagram. We do a lot of stories, reels, and posts for you. And trust me, it works because it's a visual medium, and we are posting a lot of videos and images for you. So make sure you're getting on Instagram. You're going to get a lot of value from Instagram. People spend a lot of time there. Don't think it's for millennials. There's over 1 billion people on Instagram. Okay. So Twitter, well, it's talk of the day, Elon Musk taking over, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of users there, and there's a lot of people that connect with it. And LinkedIn, this is really important. This is the medium that would have not much likes for you, but a lot of impressions. And it's to the people that are career driven. These are the people that are looking for jobs, hunting for the next opportunity. So if you even create a relationship today with them, in this day, you can actually nurture these relationships over the next couple of basically months. All right, so and YouTube, it's a long tail strategy, and TikTok. So all these social medias are available for you. Now let me cover pricing, and then we would come back and we would cover ads and what you can do on a free plan and all these things. All right, so the basic tier that gets you a lot of things, it will basically automate your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram with actual videos, reels, and everything else, is only $24.99. And on top of that, you get a discount. Michael, what is the discount rate and what is the code? If you can just put this in the chat, that would be awesome. All right, so to get a discount, you can basically use this and upgrade your account. So this would basically give you social media automation 5 to 7 times a week, and that's it. You kind of move from there. The next tier up is what we call a hyper local content tier. So you get more content about your sub market. So if, let's say, if you're in Ajax, if you're in, I don't know,
pickering, whatever your market is, you will get more content about that market. And also you get newsletters, weekly newsletters. I will show you what that is in a nutshell very soon. The whole idea is that you get email campaigns that are filled with news, and you can basically use that to nurture leads and so on. And the most popular is Platinum, is basically for the agents that want to create that personal image that is extra tailor-made for them. What it means is that we basically sit down with you and design an entire theme that is custom made to you. So it looks like your entire social media is made only for you and no one else has this look and feel for the content. So you can see here, this is all custom tailor made. This is another agent in Toronto. You can see everything is custom made for her. And then the images are even more custom made. I personally like this one. Is pretty cool. This one is also pretty cool. It's like extra personalized. And you can do other things like this. So if you're thinking that you wanna be in your videos, what I've done is for myself as well. I actually appear in 4 or 5 different videos and I say, hey, this is Sam, let's go take a look at the market. And the idea is that we use these random videos at the beginning and we create that personal, super personal image for you when we're creating the content. These are all done automatically. And your stories even look cooler, right? Yeah, this is all part of the Platinum package. And if you upgrade to the Platinum and if you do it without discounts, there is already a $300 ad credit that you can use to get leads on Facebook. I will cover ads shortly. So let's see what you can do on your free plan, because this is really important. So the first thing that I want you to you guys to do is go and do the following. Okay, so go on your dashboard, make sure that you have your profile photo like Danny here. Okay, looks like you have it.
Sorry, I was just going to interrupt for 1 second, Sam, just so that nobody's confused. So when we did our kickoff, shortly afterwards, we asked everybody, if you are interested in a free plan, send us an email, complete a Google form. Anyone who's done that, roomvu has your information. So you guys are the ones now will get that welcome email and have everything starting to get initiated for you. If anybody is here, because we've sent it out again and encouraged you guys to come. If there is anybody after today that did not do that, but still wants to take advantage of a free plan, send me an email. And then I will make sure that we get all of that information over to, is that the best way, Sam, Michael, is to have them send me an email, or can they contact
I mean, you could send us an updated sheet, updated spreadsheet, and we can just import everyone again.
Perfect. So what I'll do is I will resend out something to everybody, or you can send me an email and we'll cross-reference. But either way, we will make sure that those of you who did not get your name on that first list will have an opportunity to get your name on there now. And you will continue to have opportunities. So if you're still not sure after today, that's completely fine. If you wake up on Monday going, damn, I really want to do this, you can always send me an email. We'll make sure that you get set up with your free plan. From there, what Sam is now showing you are the other options for upgrades. There are many of you here who are way more active on social media than other people, and that is something that you want to continue to do. And if this is something that you feel is going to benefit you, which it will, you have the opportunities to upgrade. And then with that, I saw that Michael posted the discount code in the chat. I will also make sure that you guys have that as well. In an email form, so that you can take advantage of that discount. So I just kind of wanted to frame that, because some people, Michael, Sam, won't have a dashboard up because they hadn't communicated yet. And so this might be the first time that they're being introduced to roomvu.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So thanks for the clarification. So guys, if you have a free plan, these are the stuff that you can do with your free plan. So let's go from there, and then I would walk you through it. So you start a pricing, the cheapest tier is about $20, and you get social media automation on all channels. But if you want to stay on a free plan, there's still a lot of value that you can use. The first one is you want to connect your LinkedIn at least, because like I said, Facebook business, you're not going to get any views on it. You're going to get like 5 to 10 views. LinkedIn is really powerful to get you like a lot of views on your social media. And then if you feel like you're not ready to upgrade, you can always come here and you can just download. So Danny right now is on a free plan. You can just download these beautiful images and post this on your Facebook, post this on your Instagram, and so on. So this is another thing that you can do to make sure that you are benefiting the free plan that we're giving you. So this is the concept ready for you. All you have to do is just now share it as a story, right? But again, think of automation, right? So do it once. If you liked it, then automate it and let us do the work. Because we know everything that's done once is good, but social media is that whole funnel, and it's that whole consistency that you do. All right, so these are all the free plan stuff. And on the free plan, you can still do one more thing. You can run ads on Facebook. Okay, we don't take anything from you. All you have to do is, even if you're on a free plan, you can just simply come here and run ads on Facebook to get leads. Now, what are the ads and why is it important to run properly these ads? So let me just walk you through this. So a proper video, we give you a lot of videos here, right? So if I go back here, you have all these videos. But let me tell you a secret. You do not want to run ads on these videos. And you do not want to use that boost button on Facebook or Instagram. You know why? Chances are I am following Michelle in Vancouver, right? When she clicks on that boost button, what happens? Facebook contacts my friends that are sitting in Vancouver and promotes the post. Do you really want your post to be shown in Vancouver? Probably not, right? If you wanted to, you would have just advertised it in Vancouver. So don't use the boost button. Boost button is a very quick way for Facebook to get money from you. You always want to do targeted advertisement campaigns and really get in there and make sure that you're posting to the right medium and right channel. So another thing that's wrong with this video is that it gives everything away, right? It's giving you all the things that a buyer or seller needs to know. You do not want to give them all that, because then otherwise they wouldn't give you the leads, right? So there has to be call to actions. The videos should be optimized and you need to target the right person. I wrote a whole Forbes article on this. If you want it, I can just put the link here and you can go ahead and read it. But the whole idea is that we basically know how to run ads and how to target people. So going back to our ad center, this is what's available to you. So you come here, you have a ton of ad creatives. Okay, the simple one that everyone has seen is what's your home worth? And you can simply click here, edit the text, edit the values, and so on. And I can say wondering what your home sells for, and I can say Royal LePage team gets you top dollar, something like this. Okay, the moment I do this, now this ad is going to be created with all that text in it. Look, and this is an ad that's ready to go. And all you have to do is you can simply click through, choose the right style, choose the right creative that you like, and then go to the next step. You come here, you look at everything that you see here, it looks good. Then you go next, and you can just say, I want to run my ads for like $10 a day, $15 a day in Toronto, right? You can change all these things and you can set it up manually. But the whole idea is that you can basically run ads on the go with us. And this would run for like a period of 1 week. After that 1 week, you can extend the ad and you can kind of go from there. But here's the most important thing about ads, and I will cover that shortly. We are always mixing up a cold lead versus a warm lead. So I will show you more stuff about our ads, but before that, I want to make sure that you guys understand the difference between a cold lead and a warm lead. So you just run an ad and you just got a lead. The chances are this person does not want to talk to you right away. They do not know who you are, and they're not likely to make a purchase right away. but you need to warm them up. A warm lead already knows you, they have expressed some interest in you, and they're more likely to make a purchase. So for that reason, you kind of have to look at the leads in this funnel, right? So they're unaware. At one point, they become aware of you with ads. Then you warm them up, and then you get into the decision time. So now let's see, how do we actually warm the leads up for you? So as soon as a lead comes in, we start texting them your branded videos. All the videos that you saw, we're going to brand them and start texting and emailing them your branded videos about the housing market. So if they're a buyer, we would send them tips about how to qualify for a mortgage. If they're a seller, we would send them tips about how to basically boost curb appeal, do staging, all these things, right? So the idea is to use content again to now nurture leads and warm them up. This is really important. You still have to do this part for a period of 1 week. We do that even if you're on a free plan, and we would send them these type of emails. Let me show you our email campaigns now. This is the last piece of this puzzle. So this is your email campaign. The whole idea is that we send email campaigns for you every week. So you can send it, you can set it to say, I want to send every 2 weeks or every month or every week. And I want to make sure that I'm sending every Tuesday, right? And this is all the content that we give you. Look at it. It's all branded to you, and it's full of information for your buyers and sellers. So the chances of me marking you as a spam when you're sending me your open house is really high, because I'm not in the market to buy or sell. But I don't mind getting these really useful content. So you can see it here, Toronto rent prices search by double. So if you click here, again, you get a landing page. It looks fairly well. It's summarized content again. No one wants to read the entire thing. And you get extra landing pages with it. So you can basically say, how much is my home worth and which homes I can afford. So you can do all these things in here. The whole idea is that every week you land in your database's inbox full of content, full of information, and they can just click on it, read through, and kind of go from there. So all you have to do is just add your contacts here, and we will do the work. And all your leads that came from roomvu, they would automatically be enrolled in this system. So the whole idea is very simple. Content, use it on social media, content, run ads with it, and content, do email marketing. Does that make sense? So email marketing is right here, and you can use it, and you can kind of go from there. I want to say something about ads, guys, because I forgot this, and it's important to cover it. So this ad that I showed you, what's your home will sell for, or wondering what your home will sell for, this is the most commonly used ad in the past 5-6 years. Every realtor has kind of used and abused this ad creative. So I strongly suggest not using this. Instead, you can run ads on pre-sales. That's one way. So we have all the pre-sales that you can think of in Toronto. If you can't find a pre-sale, just mark it and we would add it for you. You can basically run a pre-sale here and basically run ads on it, or you can simply come back. And this is another great type of pre-sale, another ad that it's useful. So you can say get a list of homes under 1.5 million in Toronto. This is also really powerful. We've seen agents do really well with this ad because, again, you're giving value, right? So every time you're running an ad, think of what value you will be giving the person that is clicking on this ad. And then as soon as this ad runs, you just rely on us for the lead nurturing and so on. So, okay. Do we have KV core integration? Yes, you can send your leads. So now we've covered everything. Depending on the CRM that you use, you can simply do a lot of things in here. The first one is you can go to your leads management, and you can either get leads in here or just export your leads. So this is a simple integration. This is integrating with Zapier. And then we have a whole document here that would tell you how to integrate Zapier with KV Core. So basically Zapier is like a bowl. Every lead goes in here and then it goes to other systems. So we already have Wise Agent, we already have KV Core, we already have a lot of the CRMs. If you can't find your CRM here, just let us know and we would add it for you. And there's whole guides in here. You can just click there and read the whole article about it. There you go. So this is the whole article. I can just send it for you in here. Okay, all right. So now it's really important to just go over everything one more time to make sure that we are covering everything. So just to summarize, guys, what we do is not rocket science. What we do is we basically grab everything and bring it for you. And we know the pain. I've been an agent, I'm still an agent, and I know how difficult it is to stay on top of the news. So as soon as something really important comes out, we are there to broadcast that news and create that connection between you and your audience. And I want you guys to think of us as the complementary system. We would do the things that you need to do to stay on top of the market. But that part that you still have to do is creating personal branding, like doing like your routine, whatever you're doing, you want to post that and you want to share that. And a couple of things, don't worry about your followers seeing Sally's followers, like seeing Sally's content and thinking, well, it's the same content. Guess what? The Bank of Canada raised interest rates last week. Everyone talked about it. You have to educate your audience. There's no way that you can think that, well, I'm not going to do that because someone else did it. The news is the same. It's just how you cover it is different. So you can rely on us to do that story, do that content, but you can add your extra personalization on top of it. You can add your flavor to it. But don't think that just because someone else is posting, you shouldn't be posting. The chances are 99% of your audience are not the same. So remember that. That's really, really important. Another thing that I want to say is we have an old saying in real estate that says you can't create clients, you just steal them from someone else's, right? So you can't convince me to buy today, but if I'm buying, you can convince me to work with you and not work with Barbara or Christine. And I think that's the biggest thing, right? So you need to consistently send a message out there and be on every social media possible. The last thing I want to say is I've seen realtors using our system, but not adding their contacts on their social media. So it's not going to get seen if you're not adding the people that you know on social media. So your first job is to really get in there, add all your contacts from your phone to your LinkedIn, to your Facebook, to your Instagram, and also start following similar-minded people. There's a lot of work on social media that is simply just interacting with people. That reciprocity is what gets social media going. You like the content, they like your content back, and you create connections, and that's how you sell on social media. It's not going to be just posting and just talking about your listings, because guess what? The moment that you post that $4 million home, $3 million home, I'm asking, well, is Christine really busy for me, or like does she have time for me? Is she too busy? I don't know. Like I'm in the market for like a 400K condo. Shall I still approach her? And that's the thing, right? You don't want to just create and send an image that you're just into one property type. You're posting everything, and you're going from there. The next thing I want to say is on the pro plan. For Royal LePage Connect agents, we would be adding listings. So you can basically have your listings storied and posted on Instagram, on Facebook, and so on as soon as they hit the market. We just did the integration with Toronto Real Estate Board yesterday, I think. So as soon as the data comes in, we should be able to roll it around, I would say by next month this time. you should be able to access all your listing videos and listing content as well. So again, think of us as this guy that takes over your social media, and you can do as little with it or as much with it. But if you're not happy with it, go ahead, upgrade. If you're not happy with it, there's a 7-day money back guarantee. You can come back, and we really value working with you. So our goal is to get the system working. And if you see anything that's not up to the standards, talk to us, talk to me, Michael, or anyone in our support team, and we are here to help you and get this moving.
Thank you, Sam. What I love about this, guys, is that, to Sam's point, you can do as little or as much hands-on in this platform as you want. For those of you who are like, God, Michelle, I'm only here because you told me I should be here, and I don't want to do social media. That's completely okay. You can only start from where you're at, and if it's just a matter of creating a brand presence so that you are found and searchable when somebody goes to Instagram or Facebook, great. Take advantage of the free platform, allow it to post once a week for you on one of your accounts, and be done with it. But what I like about the platform is the ability to scale up depending on where you're at in your business. And if you want to go the full way, they have the support and the services. And if you don't, that's perfectly okay too. So, it really kind of hits the needs of like I said, about 80% of the people in the industry that, you want to have a brand presence. We know we have to be found and searchable. It's no longer about having the website anymore. In fact, there's a lot of people who are doing great business without even having a website. So that's not where people are going to search us. They're going to see who we are, what we're all about, and they do that through the social media channels. So, to echo Sam's point, the integrations are there for you to be able to add to the free content that they're giving you and allow you to still continue to post personal things. But like I said, if that's not for you, that's okay too. At least create a brand presence. So if people are searching your name, you're found, you're visible, and they can see that you're active. And for those of you who are already posting social media and spending the time to curate news articles and then create social media graphics, this is where it's going to really save the time. This is where the automations come in, you can now spend your time doing other things instead of prettying up a social media graphic for Instagram, right? And then if you want to do ads, there's that whole other integration too. So you guys have really, you've got it covered. And I will say, to Sam's point, as you're setting these things up, everything's customized. So, it is plug and play, but there's room for you to be able to customize certain things. And the team has been really great at being responsive. And I saw that somebody had asked, do you have a support number? How can they reach out to the team if they do have questions about customization or any issues on setup?
Yeah, so there are 3 different support demos that you can book. The first one is a sales demo. Michael just put the link in there. The moment you upgrade, you see another link, that's the support. And then the platinum agents, the one that's the $100 per month, they get their own dedicated support line as well. So there's 3 different supports for 3 different needs. And the whole point is different people would know different things to help you. And to Michelle's point, if you are doing your own social media, I would suggest putting that effort into one really great content per week. So put all that effort all together, like spend 1 hour and do something really personal with you, the person in it, and then leave the rest of it to us, and do more personal stuff and leave the business related and data stuff to us. And I think that would be the perfect marriage, because then people connect with you, but they also know that you are in business.
Yeah, and what I love, I'll kind of mention it because you were doing the demo. You do have the ability, guys, to be like, well, I don't want that article to go out because they mentioned Remax. Like Remax was in the news stating that you can not post that. Like, you have the ability to go into the dashboard and say, I don't want that one to go out. I want to replace it with this article. So even in that, you guys have the ability to customize. It depends on, how hands-on you actually want to be with this. So again, it's in the news. LePage is probably one of the most quoted. Our president and CEO, Phil Soper, is probably one of the most quoted people in the real estate news. So you'll probably see a lot from him, but there's nothing wrong with other companies being quoted, but you do have the option. And I only mentioned that because I saw that when you had brought up a video, and I was like, interesting.
So you can basically do this, customize news sources. So you can basically add here, and just say, I don't want this the specific source to be coded. And we do that. And then the next thing I want to show you guys is this. Every one of you gets a agent profile with us. We don't want to really promote it as much because we are not in the agent profile business. But you do have this great profile that you can promote and use instead of your website. So if I do this, you can simply see it. So this is Danny's agent profile. So you already get one of these and you can use it and you can go for there. So all these are available. It has this mini agent profile that has some details about you. You can add your listings to it. You can do other things with it. And in some areas, you can also even buy it like this. If you want to, you can get a website out of it. I don't want to confuse you guys, but you can basically make it a website too. This is our old legacy service. That's why we still have it. But we realized building websites is not as powerful as social media. And there's a simple reason for it. You can spend thousands of dollars on a website, 10 grand on a website, in fact. And I've seen agents do that. But who is going to type in sammirbo.com instead of saying, like, searching for condos.ca, right? Or realtor.ca. You just have to be realistic. People, like, no matter how great of a website you build, it's not going to get people to actually use it as often. So you have to appear in front of them and find a way to just show up in their phone while they're browsing content. This could be ads, this could be your email list and their inbox, or it could be the Instagram, Facebook, and so on.
Perfect.
All right, more questions, guys. I did a lot of talking.
Yeah,
But
no, it's great. I'm glad you took everybody on a full overview of what the entire platform has. We do have a few minutes left. If anybody does have any questions, I saw that Michael was doing a really good job of answering questions as they were being posted in the chat. So feel free to kind of spend a few minutes kind of scrolling through there. I did drop the Google form link. So for those of you who did not get a chance to sign up for the original free account, you can do that right now. I dropped the link in there in case you wanted to just jump on and do it, but I will send that out via email as well to make sure that you guys have that. I don't see any more. Oh, there we go. Can we change the one account we had planned to use for the free account?
yes. Was it a paid account or was it a free account?
Diane, I'm not sure if you want to unmute yourself. You can do that.
Can you hear me now? Sorry about that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I know Julie asked earlier about I had planned to do Facebook business. Sam is saying that's perhaps not the best way to go for the free account. Can I change?
You only get like 5 views on every post on Facebook business. It's just
So if I want to change it to LinkedIn before we officially start, we can?
yeah, you just disconnect one and connect the other. That works.
And that can happen at any time. It's not a oh, do it now and then you're committed to it. I mean, you could decide 2 weeks from now you guys want to switch it to Instagram, and you can go into your profile and make those changes.
Okay, terrific. Thank you.
At any given point, guys, even if you're on a yearly pro, that's like $200 a month, and then you want to go to the premium or the platinum. So the premium gives you email marketing and more hyper local videos, and then platinum is your custom design. You can always do that. There is no time commitment on most of these plans, and there is no like you can't upgrade. You can always upgrade, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I would say the worst thing that you can do for your social media is not posting anything. So as long as you don't do that, you're fine.
Did I see correctly that on the free plan, you automate the 1 post per week for one account, but they have access to go in and download?
Yeah, so you can download images. All these images you can basically download. And right here. So you can basically come here. And
so even if they're on the free account, they're going to take advantage of the fact that you guys are scheduling 1 post a week, but they can go in and grab content and post it manually if they want to.
So Let me show you. So you can basically come here under the news. So you get your own landing pages. Everything is free, right? So you can share this link, for example. Toronto saw 0 new single family homes. Okay, you can grab this link. You can either get the link or just download this post. You can download it for Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on, or you can download it as a story to be posted on Instagram. And right now, there's no cap on it. We might put a cap on it later on, but for now, there's no cap on the download. So you can simply just go ahead and download. And you can use all these landing pages as well. You can just click on these, share them, use them. These are all yours to play around with and use them. Because we know how important all these things are for your business. So you can simply go ahead and use all these.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And really the power comes from your ability to allow them to automate, like allow
Yeah. I think automation, right? So everything done once is a great thing, and everyone just wants to do that one thing, but just think of consistency. If you're not posting I would say 5 to 7 times a week, you're not doing it right. So it doesn't matter if you just posted that great one video or that great one photo. You have to do it consistently. So consistently is the name of the game. If you're not doing it, I don't think you're going to get results from social media. So if you just want to use the free plan, come here and download or create your own content, but do it consistently. I think that's the biggest thing in here. All right. Okay. So if there's no more questions, guys, so roomvu is empowering over 80,000 real estate agents. We are backed by National Association of Realtors in the US. We are one of the portfolio companies. They invested in us last year. We have over 60 people in the team and over 13 customer support people. They're all dedicated to success. And get in there, start selling. And if you see anything wrong with the platform, tell us and we will start fixing it for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining and have a great day.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks,
Thank you very
everybody.
much, Michael. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys. If you have any questions, just reach out and we'll get everybody all set up and organized with that.
Thank you.
Bye.